We're here again with Feeling Friend, and we have myself, Leanna, and Pam, and Skylar, our friend, who's going to help us with our Feeling Friend today. Today we're going to talk about the grounding technique.
What smell do you have in your feeling friend?
Which one smells best today, Skylar?
Orange.
Orange?
Orange. I think that's your favorite. I think I'm going to put lavender in mine. Leanna, what are you putting in yours?
You know, normally I'm with Skylar. Normally I like orange best, but today lavender just smells very good to me. So that's the one I'm choosing today for my Feeling Friend.
Me too. I'm going to scrunch it.
Remember to squish and rub your Feeling Friend so you can smell it. Ooh, does that smell good, Skylar?
All right, Skylar. Tell me about a time when you feel frustrated or maybe angry or upset. Can you tell me about a time like that?
Sometimes when I'm fighting with my brother, I feel frustrated or angry.
Very good. So at times when you're fighting with your brother, you can get frustrated and angry. Very good. So do you remember where you feel that in your body? Do you feel that in your hands, your fists, or your head or your chest? Do you know where that feeling comes to you first?
I feel like it's my wrist.
Okay, in your wrists. Yeah, so maybe anger and frustration come that way. Right into your wrist first? Good. And that's good to know, because if you pay attention to that, you'll know, oh my goodness, it's coming in my wrist. I must be getting a little frustrated or angry. Now it's time to maybe to do a strategy. Okay. So we call this is our 5 grounding strategy. All right. So we're going to start with this. Pretend like you're getting kind of upset and you're frustrated, getting a little bit mad at your brother. And then you try to do your 4 breathing. Do you remember the 4 breathing? Should we do it together? All right, here we go. Breathe in through your nose and count to 4. Hold it. And breathe out. Got your feeling friend up here? Breathe in through your nose. Hold it. Breathe out. Good job. 1 more. 2 more times, sorry. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Good job. We're starting to feel upset because we're getting frustrated with our brother, right? I want you to name 5 things you can see. Right now, look around your room a little bit and tell me 5 things you can see.
I'm looking at my grandpa's exercise, the couch with pillows, and the rug.
Good job, that's one thing. What else do you see?
My dog.
Your dog, good one. What else?
My school stuff.
Good one. Let's think of 2 more. Can you think of something else? What else do you see?
My water bottle.
Good. 1 more. What else do you see?
And my feeling friend.
Your feeling friend. I see mine too. Good job, Skylar. Now can you think and touch? I want to see if you can reach out with your hand. What can you touch? Let's find 4 things you can touch with your fingers and feel.
The feeling friend's hair.
Yeah, what does it feel like?
Fluffy.
Fluffy, that's one. Can you think of something else? What's something else you can touch?
I have my dog here, and right here is a heart. Her hair feels squishy and she feels soft.
Good. Let's think of something else. What else can you touch?
A paper.
Paper. What does the paper feel like?
It feels rough and kind of soft.
Rough and kind of soft. Good word, Skylar. One more thing. Something else you can touch.
A pen. Two
What does
pens.
the pen feel like?
This pen feels like fluffy and itchy kind of. And then this one just feels smooth.
Awesome words. Good job,
Good
Skylar.
job. Okay, Skylar. Name 3 things that you can hear right now. Can you hear anything going on at your house right now? What are 3 things you can hear?
My grandpa talking to my brother.
Good.
My feet touching the chair because they're kind of loud.
Very good.
And then I'm turning my feeling friend around and I hear his eyes.
Oh,
You hear his eyes. I love that. Good job.
all right. Now let's think of 2 things you can smell. Do you have your nose ready? Think of 2 things you can smell.
I can smell my feeling friend and my doll with peppermint in it.
Oh, what does your doll smell like?
Lavender.
Oh, and what about your feeling friend? What does that smell like?
Orange.
Orange. Good job, Skylar.
Very good. Now the last one is your happy thought. Do you remember when we did the video last time and you had a happy thought in your head? So I want you to close your eyes and think about your happy thought. Okay? Do you remember what it was?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about it?
I'm on the slide with my brother and we're climbing up and down and going down the slide like race cars.
Good.
Very good. And how are you feeling when you're sliding down the slide and playing with your brother?
Happy.
Happy. Does that help you feel happy right now?
Yeah.
Hey, good job. You did amazing. Have such wonderful things. And one way to remember that is by using your fingers, right, Leanna? You want to show her?
We do 5 things we can see, 4 things we can touch, 3 things we can hear, 2 things we can smell, and then 1 happy thought. You want to try and say it with us? 5 things you can see. Good job. 4 things you can touch. Yeah. 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can smell. Good job, Skylar. And 1 happy thought. You think of a happy thing? Good job, Skylar. And our feeling friend, the smell that you choose can help you think of all those things. Well, I'm really excited that we got a chance to meet with Skylar and practice the 5 grounding technique. So I wanted to chat a little bit more with you about our what we do and how we use it. This is a really wonderful technique for really young children, middle schoolers, high schoolers, pretty much anybody can benefit from this one. But it's particularly useful when our kids are feeling very overwhelmed. They have some heightened emotions going on. Maybe they're really anxious or they're nervous or they're scared and they're just out of control with their emotions. They're not able to be in control of that or their body. And so this is a really wonderful technique that we can use with our kids to really help bring them back down, get them to a place where they're grounded and calm and able to function for the rest of the time.
And I really like to focus too on the beginning when we're setting this up. I like to when they're feeling good and they can practice it. I like to go over it with the child when they're feeling good, and I also like to figure out where it is in their body that they're feeling this strong emotion. They have to kind of think back and remember a time when they're feeling upset. They can decide if they feel it in their fists or maybe their head. maybe their chest. Where does that come first in their body?
So even their stomach is a great place. Some kids get upset stomachs when they're feeling, rough emotions. But once they're able to identify where it is in their body, then after practice with identifying that place in their body, the physical nature of that emotion, they'll be more ready to identify the emotion and identify strategies that can help them with combating that emotion or navigating through it.
And they know that those big feelings are coming. They're on their way.
Yes, absolutely.
So, okay, I know it's starting in my stomach. I'm starting to feel stomach upset. I really need to do the 4 breathing and the 5 grounding technique.
So let's talk a little bit more about the grounding technique. Just so parents know, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what are some additional things they can help to prompt their children to look for or do throughout that strategy?
So the main thing to remember is that you really need to distract them. So when you say 5 things you can see, it's going to be 5 things right around where they're at, and it just like the computer,
It could be their T-shirt, even
the chair they're sitting in, if they're sitting in a chair, the lamp, just things that are around them. At school, it might be different. It might be a pencil, a desk. Things like that. And that's really will distract them into kind of going into their head and not so much with their strong feelings. It's a distraction for them. Then we go to the 4, and it's really important for them to touch it because they need to be able to feel it. It's tangible.
Absolutely. And at each point, describing what does it feel like? And then the 3 things that we can hear. What are 3 things you can hear?
You really have to focus when you're trying to hear something. It's redirecting that focus from those big feelings.
Absolutely. 2 things they can smell, and then 1 happy thought. Throughout the entire 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 strategy, they can always refer back to their feeling friend if that's something that they have right near them. But at the end, we always want to come back to that happy thought and the visualization.
And the reason why we do the 5 grounding technique and have the happy thought at the end is so that when they have the feeling friend and they have the smell that they've chosen, the smell begins to trigger the happy thought. And then it can get to the point then where you don't even have to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your feeling friend, you have the smell, breathe it in, and that can just trigger the happy thought as well. So it's really, the reason we do this is to really empower kids to help them figure out how to calm themselves down, and how to get out of that strong emotion, and to be able to do it themselves, because that's our whole goal is as parents, as people who take care of kids, work with kids. Our goal is to help them figure out how to regulate their emotions.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. The 5 grounding technique is definitely a powerful one to help redirect negative emotions, negative energy into something positive and beneficial for their bodies and minds.